Few pieces of internet fake lore have disturbed and intrigued as powerfully as Squidward's suicide. Allegedly a lost episode of SpongeBob SquarePants, this tale first circulated on forums like 4chan and Creepypasta in the late 2000s. It presented itself as a first-hand account from a Nickelodeon intern who had stumbled upon a never-aired episode during the show's production. But unlike the show's lighthearted tone, this episode wasn't comedic or quirky. It was deeply disturbing. So disturbing, in fact, that it's said to have been destroyed and scrubbed from all archives. And yet the legend lives on. According to the tale, the episode was discovered while preparing Season 4. Instead of the usual happy title card and nautical theme song, the episode began with static and glitchy transitions. The title read, Squidward's Suicide. At first, Squidward prepares for a clarinet recital, with the show animated in its normal style. But things quickly descend into horror. The animation becomes rough, the colors washed out and grim. Squidward's eyes redden and droop. His recital is met with booing and derision from a faceless audience, their voices layered and distorted. What follows is a slow, agonizing descent into psychological torment. Squidward is shown sitting on the edge of his bed, crying uncontrollably. The crying gets louder, more realistic, and more horrifying by the second. The background shifts unnaturally, and distorted audio plays under the sobs. Whispers, screams, and static. Most chillingly, the animation cuts to frames of what appear to be real photographs of dead children, accompanied by flashes of blood-red imagery and a demonic low hum. Eventually, Squidward lifts a shotgun and commits suicide in graphic detail. The animation lingers disturbingly on his lifeless body. The episode ends with a final screen of static before cutting to black. The story was clearly fictional, but its disturbing details, realistic production setting, and the emotional vulnerability of the character helped it go viral. It wasn't just the graphic content that unsettled people. It was the idea that something so wrong could be hidden in something so beloved. SpongeBob was a cornerstone of childhood joy for millions, and this twisted parody of it struck a nerve. Many readers, particularly younger ones, were left shaken. The tale launched a new wave of creepypasta centered on corrupted or lost children's media. Dead Bart, Mickey Mouse's suicide, and Max and Ruby 4 followed shortly after. These stories all preyed on the same disturbing question. What if the things we loved as kids harbored a darker truth? Despite the clear signs of fake lore, such as the implausible access to a master episode file, exaggerated reactions from studio staff, and impossible technical details, the story persists. Fan recreations of the episode have been uploaded to YouTube, some using edited footage or entirely new animation to mimic the original description. These videos only deepen the myth, turning Squidward's suicide into one of the most iconic lost episode creepypastas ever written. At its core, this legend functions as a digital ghost story. It doesn't need to be real to feel real. It taps into the discomfort of seeing a familiar face warped into something horrific. Squidward, the cynical foil to SpongeBob's cheer, was always melancholic. But here, he becomes a symbol of despair, so potent it broke the boundaries of his fictional universe. Whether viewed as an internet hoax, digital campfire tale, or cultural artifact of a generation raised on the web, Squidward's suicide remains a chilling reminder of how even the brightest cartoons can cast long shadows in the mind of the internet.